I like the response here from mYi. They're like, you go late game, we're going to match you there with AM, who's all very, very good. On their ward game at the start, they get that bottom D ward, and then top they remove out that side ward. But mid lane, they get the early gank coming in onto SoNNeikO. Grazine lays in with an early magic missile, and it's going to pay off, but it will cost his own life. He's happy, though, to make that sacrifice.
Gold down, and he's actually leading by quite a big margin on CS.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Starting out sunlight here. Exactly where the PR movement is coming from. The protection. They're just trying to get into the tower here. Charging in, jumps over, gets another check on a J4 there. Winter Wyvern to get bursted down after doing the curse. Big blast to fly out, finishes off the AM, but look at the return. Gogi firing off all cylinders on the side, and they're going to quickly wipe out, but it's Corey, it's the triple kill coming out for your Coddle of all people. But he might quickly hand over that bounty, and he will. Soul Sumption flies, but it's now Ditya-Ra's time. Charging in, gets the sweep, now looking for Gogi. Gogi to be losing his mana, now caught in the cogs right here. chshrct not looking to let him run away. Desperate, pulls out the focus fire and a power shot, but it's not going to be enough to break the machine. And it's a double kill at the end for Ditya-Ra. Full 5-man. Top priority if they want to continue to hold the advantage they got. They've already rid of all these great access points. They hold a lot of the good points themselves. Bombs are what's outstanding, but I obviously know the charge of sunlight to get another strike back, but he gets quickly saved with Golden Grace. So we can still move in. Milan trying to dish out the right click, but what a beautiful Winter's Curse coming out from J4, helps lock him in place. First to go down to your Bruiser Spirit Breaker. Milan goes in and then goes down thereafter, getting bashed up. Sunlight is going to end up dropping. Lizard's going to be the follow-up. Ditya-Ra, the one who continues to thrive the most in these fights. Gogi, win run, moving in, getting up the right click. Doppelganger gets him out and away. Ditya-Ra still alive and well. Gorian's helping him out, and they get the kill on the Gogi. Could be almost a potential wipe once more for mYi, with the exception that Grazine has his Agnum Scepter now. It's not daytime, but now he can freely dish out those blasts without having to sacrifice himself in a bad position. They only get Roche down to half-life. They don't have the best Roche damage here. They make the charge onto sunlight. They fall into the quick hold embrace, but J4 caught on the bad side of the enemy territory. He's going to get shot on down. Lizard, though, he gets caught out from Ditya-Ra, and he's going to be chopped on down, so a one-for-one trade. Nice still go for PR. Look to follow up there. Go for Mitch. Hook shot connection from chshrct. They lead in with a Spirit Lance, who is going to get bumped back from the attempted charge out, but not going to be going anywhere. Grazine, though, helps him out with the swap back. Might be sacrificing himself. Will do so. The Mana Void pop from Milan on the high ground. He gets bumped down with the help of the Blinding Light. Goret's trying to make his way. Maybe gets the Roche denied. No! Gets shot right there at the end. Up to the high ground we go with a bash follow-up on the chshrct. He gets them locked into the cogs, but beautiful setup with a Shachlo shot from Gogi. And look at this, it's a 5-man wipe on the side of PR. Now it's mYi who are going to be stealing this Roche. Oh my god, the tides have literally turned.
What a fight. Oh, so many crazy things in that fight. So, Storm zips onto the high ground. AM blinks on top of him. He gets the ridiculously good Mana Void. I don't really think he could have gotten a better one at this stage of the game. If I have a clear advantage for either team, I think mYi definitely have more damage output directly, aside from the PL, but if the AM's farmed enough, he can somewhat deal with the Illusion Army, at least through a certain stage of the game. Oh man, mid lane, charge on the sunlight, gets caught out, and now the Venge stun follows up. Ditya-Ra, however, will engage, goes on to Mitch, trying to find this kill, gets off the Purge, and now Mitch turning to smack a couple of illusions, still pursued. The Cog's also going to isolate Grazine. Good initiation here coming out from chshrct, and now Milan engaging. They let Mitch go. Unable to finish him off as he's run out of mana. Quick blink away. Milan barely surviving. The Clockwerk gets run over, and in the meantime, Storm just dealt with handily. Waiting to see when mYi make their next move. I think they could just take the Roche very quickly. They've got a Solar Crest now, and yeah, there you go. Into the pit, Dakota. Do PR contest.
Well, they're TPing like they want to. They're going to have the easy, unobstructed vision here from the Keeper of the Light. But look how fast this Roche goes down. They're going to try to snipe it, rush in. They don't get it. They're going to get the kill. Milan's going to pick up the Aegis, and look at this, they're committing for a jump here. Milan going right for the illusions, but he actually uses it on the illusions, the Mana Void. Winter's Curse on Mitch, who dives way deep to try to follow up this damage. And now Milan even committing, going to get caught on himself, could be in trouble, does have that Aegis, thankfully. But chshrct moving on in, he's going to get shot down from Gogi, now unstoppable, and they continue their assault on for Ditya-Ra. Soul Assumption's going to be there, and it's going to finish him off. PR can still continue not to stand against Ra. Does have a buyback on his PL for 3 seconds. Otherwise, he is going to be forced forced to use it if he wants to
Dire's
try to
bottom
hold.
tower is under attack.
It ain't going to be
Dire's
easy. Gogi already
structures
focused
are
fire in the tower is going to force out the glyph. Before him and the Coddle trying their damnness to
Dire's
slow down
bottom
this
tower
push,
has
but
fallen.
mYi not going to be stopped.
Well, who needs Mana Void apparently? It's certainly not mYi. They're just going to easily clean up. It did cost them the Aegis, I think, wasting the Mana Void there. If he saves it for a hero like the Storm, they'd probably win that fight more convincingly. But nonetheless, Arak's down. They may lose Lizard on the way out. Indeed, they will. Still, successful Rosh and an objective secured. Now,
Oh, they think they got that illusion, but he's able to make a safe escape. Doppelganger's out. Now mYi, step back, not very comfortable with this kind of early game. Jumping in one, Gogi, Winter's Curse, they might be able to get him down here, and they will. That's a bounty going to be picked up. Look at this Anti-Mage jumping in, but the Cold Embrace save coming out for this Coddle. Going to keep him alive. Milan's going to be forced to retreat to the south side. On the other front, you're going to see Ditya-Ra finishing off Lizard. This is PR's first significant fight of the
he's actually engaging. He wants to go in on Mitch here. Milan trying to finish him off. Drops low, blinks out, no longer has Mana Void mana, and now we'll have to just retreat out in the end. Mitch BKBing, engaging back on the Sunlight, trying to just cover his own retreat. And despite the Glimmer Cape, he won't survive. Grazine next to find a frag. Another 3 heroes crushed through, and mYi may end up losing the lane. Yet this
Dire's
game, I
top
feel.
tower is under
There was the
attack.
one in the river, I guess near the Roche, where they got 2 heroes, and still it wasn't like that 5 hero takedown or anything along those lines.
Oh, they get the connection to Ditya-Ra. They also catch up chshrct, looking to intercept. He gets saved with the Cold Embrace. Ditya-Ra still alive for now and duking it out. They're making their move onto J4, trying to finish off the support Dragon, but he gets the Glimmer Cape and makes it to the high ground to safety. And they do bring down chshrct in exchange for the Spirit Breaker. Gogi now is going to be forced to retreat very low on mana. Ditya locked in place. He's a Soul Assumption. Doppelganger makes it to safety of the high ground and will retreat back to base to heal on up. But not so lucky is going to be your poor little old man Cocker. So he's going to get dropped. Ends up being a 2 from the other side. As there might not be a whole lot mYi can do to respond.
Now an invis for Gogi down in the river. He'll walk on towards mid. And thinks better of it, up the ramp instead. There is no detection here on the Dire side. Then now Gory's caught off the bat. BKB from Gogi goes right in on the entire enemy team. J4 just self-embracing, not really what he was hoping to achieve with that one. And now, well, he manages to get off the curse, tried to turn mYi against each other. Can't manage to find any kills, though they'll lose a third. The Storm jumps in, and just as quickly as he does, he's down for the count. chshrct next, it's a team wipe, as Ditya-Ra actually somehow died in the middle of that chaos, immediately bought back.
They could set something up. It's like he just knew within a drop of a hat what needed to be done. He just shackled the Coddle, killed him immediately, and then they just went to work. It was like PR just literally got caught with their pants down, and they didn't know what to do. Losing their Coddle, they lose a lot of the sustain, that blinding light, that tremendous amount of brute force from the back lines, and they couldn't do anything about it. And now the Rax is crumbling apart. They have no way to stop this. And swap back onto Ditya-Ra with a charged follow-up. That is going to be game, just like that. Oh boy.
mYi, just a couple bad fights for PR, and it really felt like that's all it came down to more than anything. Neither draft like overwhelmingly superior. Execution was pretty good through the laning stage in the mid game, Dakota, but you just get to some of those late mid game, early late game team fights, and mYi just ran them over. I think they just had an easier team fight to execute at that stage.